my dinner when I see it. It feels like longer, doesn't it? I know my dinner when I see it. Steak and chips. Finish H.
Save Jacob.
Jake. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Yes, that's triangle. Here we go. Yes, drive in. Yes, Jasper. Deliver, let's go. Back. Remove, deliver. Zone. You're finishing, you've got 2 minutes. Make it quick. 2 minutes. What's up? Make sure we're clinical tonight, make sure we're clinical. Nice, Cam.
Well, good evening, everybody, and a very warm welcome along to yet another My Albion TV stream. Only 4 days ago that we were last with you. The season got off to a winning start on Monday for the under-23s up at Pride Park. They emerged 2-0 winners over Derby County, and that was a game that really did have a bit of everything. A missed penalty, the Albion down to 10 men, and a couple of really nicely worked goals to get things up and running for the Seagulls in the PL2 21-22 season. On to the task at hand, though, this evening. And Andrew Croft's group are back in Sussex for the first home test of the PL2 campaign. It's West Ham United who make the trip down from East London. And tonight's visitors also recorded a win on the opening day, but slightly more emphatic and convincing for the Hammers. They shrugged Arsenal aside, winning 6-1 on Monday night. The Albion make 3 changes from Monday evening. Coming in for the start, Todd Miller, Kasper Nielsen, and a name many of you will be familiar with, Gary Dicker, who starts for the first time since rejoining the club as a player coach over the summer. Nielsen will start at right fullback, most likely, with Packham moving over to the left to fill in for the suspended James Furlong. Well, as for the visitors, they make 4 changes. So in come Bernardo Rosa, Keenan Appiah-Forson, Daniel Chesters and Freddie Potts. Armstrong Okoflex scored a 20-minute hat-trick on Monday night, so no real surprises in seeing him keep his place up top. So the Albion put through their paces just ahead of kick-off here. It's going to be a stern test for Andrew Croft's side this evening. As I said there at the outset, West Ham winning 6-1 against Arsenal at the London Stadium on Monday. It must be said, though, that side boasted Andriy Yarmolenko, Manuel Lanzini and Arthur Masuaku. The latter, the only one of the 3 to start this evening. The referee for this evening, Adrian Quelch, just puts the ball on the spot. We are just a matter of moments away. The clock has struck 7, so can't be too long to go this evening. That was the scheduled kick-off time. Adrian Quelch's assistant referees this evening are Faroy Hallam and Dave Harrison, and the 4th official in between the 2 dugouts, just at the bottom of your screen, is Jake Woodman. Just disappearing out of the bottom left of your picture there, Cam Perpion. Dream start to his PL2 career on Monday. Had a glorious chance in the first half, didn't take it. But when he was given an equally decent chance in the second half, just slid it home into the bottom right corner. That gave the Albion the lead. And then just 5 minutes later, Evan Ferguson, who's named on the bench this evening, bundled in at the far post to make it 2. Seagulls were made to sweat ever so slightly, though, in the closing 20 minutes, with James Furlong picking up his 2nd yellow card, received his marching orders. So he's not involved tonight, he's suspended. Also no Andy Moran or Jack Spong this evening in this out.
Let's go! Good start.
So off we go here, down at Lancing again. Both teams have 100% records up for grabs, but just 1 played so far in the PL2. Eventually, Apaya Forson is the man who offers himself up for the throw-in. Was looking for Odubeko, who was also on the score sheet on Monday evening. He got the scoring started just 13 minutes in at the London Stadium. This is Rosa to the thrower. Chance for the Albion just to press as it stands, just penned in. Perpion now just going to apply the pressure on Masuaku. Good doubling up there from Cam Perpion and Casper Nielsen. They're a decent combo in the under-17s Premier League Cup winning side last season under Mark Beard. Just in its opening 90 seconds or so, the Seagulls just struggling to get out of their own half. Perpion manages to find Leonard. Gill just decides to chip it over to this near side, but it's straight to Masuaku. Decent first touch that from Apaya Forson. And then the ball comes in and that's fired over from Okoflex. Well, it was a 20-minute hat-trick on Monday night, and he almost got his side off to the perfect start just a couple of minutes in. Couldn't quite get his foot over it, over the bar it went.
Cover each other. Second ball. Get on.
A bit congested on halfway. So far it's West Ham who are coming out on top. Taken quickly by Okoflex. Again, Hammer's just looking to return it straight back where it came from into the Albion half. Cleared away, trying to find Leonard. Underneath it again was Apaya Forson. Now it's with Odubeko out wide. It goes. Back now to Ashby, who's in there as well. Sliding challenge coming in from Jason Malumbi. And well, the Seagulls just haven't quite got going yet, and then Tom McGill needs to be careful here, away from Okoflex, but out for the throw. So haven't really had a moment just to compose themselves. Just need to weather the storm here, wait for their moment. Solage, the first chance to try and pen in West Ham. It's a slightly rushed clearance back from the skipper, Adji Elise. And all of a sudden, the Albion do find themselves up the other end with their first corner of the evening. Malumbi, even though it's just 4 minutes in, not going to be in too much of a rush to take this. They've been under the cosh slightly in this opening 4 minutes, the Albion.
Big blocks, big heads, come on.
Can they make this one count? Towards the back post, away towards Sungi. Perpion's there as well. They call for kick out. Malumbi takes over again. Perpion, this is much better from the Albion. Look at those claret and blue shirts around it. 50-50 challenge. Welch. The benefit of the double application to the visitors.
Someone was behind me.
But Andrew Cross won't mind that too much. Just wants a spell of possession and territory in the West Ham half. And this is Masuaku over this free kick, just assessing the options ahead of him. Decides to play it across the front edge of his own area. Decent switch in the end. It's turned out to on the right-hand side. Sliding in there was Turns.
Hold the line up. Come on.
Gill looking for the outlet on this near side again, trying to find either Perpion or Nilsson. Doesn't quite work out once more, so it's found its way back to Sungi and then all the way back to McGill once more. Miscontrol there from Perpion. Now it falls into Rosa. Again, turn sliding in. Dicker just points the way of this near flank, Brighton's right, to try and find the space. At the moment, they'll be really struggling just to push on outside of their own territory. Chance to do that now with Malumbi, moving from right to left. Decent ball over towards Packham. Well, Malumbi may be looking for that free kick up against Daniel Chesters, but the Albion do retain possession. And Malumbi's at the heart of the action again. Now the Seagulls just able to press on. Crossfield ball, trying to pick out Packham.
Keep doing it, keep doing it.
So the Seagulls got through those opening few minutes unscathed. The only real chance to report of in all of it, though, did fall to Armstrong Okoflex. Just couldn't keep his effort down. Here's Perpion, centre field in the West Ham half, just able to go back to Sungi. Always looks as though he's got a bit of time on the ball, Antef Sungi, but not the best ball to try and pick out Todd Miller. So a chance for the Albion just to box in West Ham again. Not many exuberant volunteers to try and latch on to the end of this throw-in. So the Albion are able to overturn possession. Here's Tolage. Back to goal is Leonard. Just lets that one out of his spell. West Ham can nip in again. This is Masuaku. Fancies it up against Cam Perpion, but the ball in field is picked up by Malumbi. Inside of him is Perpion. The Albion players flood forward towards the area. Dicker, good first time ball for Leonard, then flicked on towards Todd Miller. And that is a much better move from the Albion. Neat one-touch stuff. Just off balance there, Miller, as he struck it, and wide of the goal it goes. But the foundations were there for the Albion. Just that slick passing. Gary Dicker using all of his experience at the heart of it. This is Rosa looking for the return ball in towards Odubeko. McGill was forced to play it first time. It's a decent clearance. It does find Perpion, but he just barges into Apaya Thorson. So, not for the first time, all of the Albion 11 in their own half. Apaya Thorson, who's looked lively in these opening 10 minutes. Elise, Masuaku. And there again is Apaya Thorson, just finding himself in the pockets of space, bringing in Harrison Ashby. Just bounces off the corner flag there. Well, you can see McGill again looking over to this near side for the floated ball, maybe to find Perpion bottom of his screen. Doesn't look too sure. Again, not too many volunteers that really want it. This is Ed Turns. Decides to go long on this occasion. Miller's underneath it. Now Leonard will try to mop up. Packham does complete the clearance. And Tolage does incredibly well to just about keep that one in, and he's won the throw-in. Really decent hold-up play that from Laurent Tolage. Now here comes Packham, bursting forward into the area the ball goes. Perpion just behind the pace of play there slightly. But the Seagulls growing into this one now, with almost 12 minutes on the clock. Miller this time shows for it. But again, a couple of claret and blue shirts converge around him. That's good though from Leonard to win it straight back. Has a go, and then Elise able to prevent the corner. It will be a corner, I think, over on that far side. Malumbi just trots over. Up comes Ed Turns. And no doubt he'll be joined very shortly by Antef Tsungi, two centre halves for the evening once again. Played short. Malumbi looking for Tolage, just thumped clear by Apaya Forson. That's short from McGill. Okaflex trying to hunt that one down. Nielsen just able to step in. Play that from Kasper Nielsen, signed from Malmo's academy last summer, the Sweden under-17 international. And once again, just at the bottom of your screen there, it's either hands in pockets or crossed arms for Shannon Ruth and Andrew Crofts, but either way, very nonplussed. Leonard now. Good chance to try and make the most of the space on that left side. Coming field now with Leonard, first time back into McGill. But again, it's the visitors just hunting the ball down, not allowing the Seagulls any time or space on the ball, and they've lost out again here, the Albion. Chester's, edge of the area, just brought down there. Rozodu Beko just slowly makes his way to his feet, and this is a really dangerous position for this free kick. So a few interested parties over this one. Daniel Chesters with the right foot. Instead it's left for Masuaku. Blazes that one over. The laces were out on that one. And that's probably still rising. You can see the front three of West Ham there, just waiting for it to be played short to Turns or Tsungi. So once again, it forces the hand of McGill. Although dropped off there is Leonard, hand goes up, no. Tolage beaten to it by Elise, out for the throw. failed to keep it in. Masuaku there, you see again, just a bit more urgent from the Hammers in this opening quarter of an hour. Can the Albion respond, or will they go behind? That's a decent ball out for Ashby. Oh, what a hit that is from Odubeko. A fabulous effort on the volley. Tom McGill had absolutely no chance with that one. That is a wonderful volley, timed it perfectly. And McGill, well, really did have no chance whatsoever. It's his second of the season, Odubeko. Got the scoring started against Arsenal on Monday evening at the London Stadium, and he's done the same here in Lancing. The Seagulls down 1-0, just over 16 minutes played. Well, in truth, it's what West Ham have deserved. They're just desserts so far. Seagulls only leaving their own territory on a few occasions. And again, you just see the West Ham shirts flood forward. And the Albion just look in a slight state of shock here. This is where having somebody like Gary Dicker on the field should help. Just try to calm the more inexperienced players around him. Just start stringing a few passes together. That's a decent, well, I was going to say decent knock from Malumbi. Masuaku just flying into your screen there. Apaya Forson, helped on its way by Freddie Potts. Looking dangerous again over on that right-hand side. Ashby onto Chesters, sliding in is Miller. May fall to Odubeko again. Well, just for a moment. Oh, and he's in it. Well, he's looking more than lively, Odubeko now. Confidence is through the roof. I thought for a minute it was going to sit up for an overhead kick. Ball just bounced away from him. And West Ham in total control here. This is Okaflex. Good turn from Apaya Forson. All across, just allowed in Miller. Now then, what can Perpion do? Rebounds off Masuaku. Does help it on to Tolage, but unable to find the outlet on this near side to Kasper Nielsen. And in a flash, here's West Ham. Okaflex. Well, with the way West Ham are playing, and after that finish from Odubeko, you can hardly blame the hat-trick hero from Monday night, Armstrong Okaflex. Had a decent chance a couple of minutes in. Just leaning back on that one. This time the Seagulls do go short, but those West Ham shirts aren't leaving the Brighton half in a hurry. Good challenge though from Dicker. He's trying to lead the Seagulls forward. Masuaku moving in field, tracked by Perpion. Now Leonard will go over to Jamal Baptiste. Again, the Hammers in a hurry. A handball, I think, there on Bernardo Rosa. Good work from Turns, able to find Packham. Floats one forward for Malumbi to chase, but just lurking on the edge of his area, Christian Heggie. And he's had Really rather comfortable time of it so far in this opening 20 minutes. Not too much to do at all for Christian Hage. This is Potts now. Exchanges a pass with Chesters. Once more to Daniel Chesters. Try to rekindle the winning formula for that first goal. Some joy down that far right-hand side, but you just get the feeling that West Ham are just controlling the tempo of this one, dictating possession, and as and when they want to make the move, like they do now. Here's Okaflex again, overlapping is Masuaku. Inside of him is Rosa on the edge of the area. Excellent challenge that from Tsungi. Just temporarily on all fours. See if he's able to return to his feet. Good ball from Dicker. Leonard gets it back from Tolage. Maybe just asking a little bit too much of Packham. Just backing off his Chesters and able to clear as far as Leonard. This is really where the Seagulls need to stay up the field, just hang on to possession for a moment, push back their opponents. Now it's with Nilsson. Good run this from Perpion. Nilsson's made the underlapping run just inside of him. Again, you could just see Malumbi there asking for the tempo to be increased, take that throw in a bit quicker. Here is the Irish international, was looking for Miller. Packham will just get on the end of this, and sliding in was Ashby. I think Packham saw the challenge coming, so just hurdled it. So a bit of a smirk there from Adrian Quelch as he just asks Ashby to calm down. Gets away with that one. Hage goes short to Potts. Now Chesters. Turns, read it well. Now Dicker. Possession just handed over to West Ham again. Certainly looking the more competent on the ball. 24 minutes played here. Good run this from Chesters. Has he stayed onside? Well, he can't keep it in anyway. I think the offside flag has gone up on the far side.
Hold it, hold. Yep, halfway line. Yes, Keenan, yes, Keenan.
In goes Keenan and Pia Forson to apply the pressure on Dicker. First time touch from Perpion, allows in Leonard. Was looking for Malumbi, but it's found its way to Perpion. It's just a bit too easy for the West Ham rearguard. Oh, a slip there though, and here comes Perpion. Can he whip a decent ball into the box? Was looking maybe for Malumbi on the edge of it. Once again, Pia Forson was there to pick up the pieces.
Keep it. The spell. Keep moving them. Keep moving them. Work the pocket. Work the pocket. Yep. Good. Keep it moving.
Yes. Oh, man.
Threatening Banana, move forward. Chesters, keep threatening. Keep threatening.
Ball forward towards Chesters. Packham able to just cushion that one down for turns. Perpion into Malumbi, who goes first time, just sending one down the channel for Tolage to try and latch onto, but was never really going to get there ahead of Elise. So midway through the first half of the Albion's second PL2 game of the season, if you're just joining us. Seagulls going down to an impeccable finish on the volley from Mipo Odubeko. The Seagulls certainly trying their hardest to recover and push up when they can, but very quickly through most attacks they're quelled through West Ham just nipping in and then breaking quickly. Chance maybe here though, plenty of blue and white shirts forward. And it goes to Tolage. Now a rare foray forward for Sungi. Picks out Nielsen. Nutmeg through a Pia Forson. Now a chance for Malumbi just to stride out towards the edge of the area. Back to goal is Perpion. Falls to Malumbi once again. Now Tolage, much better this from the Albion. Over to the left flank it goes now with Packham. Miller's over there, just steps over it. Rebounds off Ashby, Brighton corner. Well, much better, decent phase of play there for the Albion. It's led to this corner. So Malumbi it is with it. Miller goes to ground. And the whistle has gone.
Freddie, keep your hands down.
You can hear it from the staff, the West Ham staff on this near side, just asking Freddie Potts to be careful when he's challenging Todd Miller there. So another corner in quick succession for the Seagulls, approaching the half-hour mark. Can they make this one pay? It's going to be Jason Malumbi once again. Miller making a nuisance of himself towards the front post. I think Dicker was in there. Miller once again just proving a handful. The Seagulls all the way back to McGill. Goal scorer Odubeko is the runner forward. The attack just fizzles out slightly, but it was better build-up play in the passage of play just before that, before the two corners. Potts now just fires it clear. Doesn't make it out of his own half though, so a chance again for the Seagulls to make some progress down that left side. Here's Leonard. This is Malumbi. Bit of space for Jason Malumbi now. Greeted by Potts sliding in, and it's a decent sliding challenge. Now Okaflex. Just looking to burst past Sungi. Back to the goal scorer Odubeko. Here's Okaflex once more, and that's just high and wide of McGill's goal. You would have fancied him after the hat-trick on Monday, but he's just missed the top right bins. Another warning signal. That gone in. Even bigger mountain for the Seagulls to climb, but as it is, still Brighton 0, West Ham 1. Neat play that from Nielsen to get away from trouble. Making the run is Perpion, sliding in is Elise. Seagulls just starting to notch up the tempo ever so slightly now. That'll please Andrew Crofts no end.
Thank you.
Nothing easy. Come on.
Well, we love a Friday evening cliche, so we'll throw it out there. The next goal is obviously very crucial. 1-1, and the Seagulls will have the momentum. West Ham with a 2-goal lead. And it's going to be really tricky for the Seagulls. McGill again, just coming out of his area to pick that one up with his feet. It just looked a bit rushed, and the same can be said of the Albion defenders and midfielders in their own half for this opening half hour. Here's Baptiste now. Seagulls just back off again. Oh, and this might fall for Odebeko. Sweeping up is Nielsen. We're waiting for the official on the far side to point to the corner. He does after referee Adrian Quelch points over for the corner. So the Seagulls with more defensive work to do in this first half. Wait as far away as Appiah Thorson. On the volley again, wasn't Odebeko this time, it was the skipper who'd stayed up. Backtracking there was Appiah Thorson. The switch was on to Miller, but just temporary switch flanks. Had Okaflex to put the pressure on. Todd Miller. Good head of that forward, chested down by Talage. Perpion goes for the return ball, overhead kick clear. Masuaku now getting involved. Chesters who switched over to this left flank. Nielsen the one in close proximity. Now Appiah Thorson. Rebounds off Todd Miller, and Leonard is able to scoop that one up and find Malumbi. Miller beaten to it by Baptiste, throw-in taken quickly. Another case in point there of West Ham not resting on their laurels, just in a hurry with everything they're doing, whether it be a throw-in, free kick. Back with Christian Hagee and the West Ham goal. Decent tempo to it so far from the visitors of East London. Perpion in on Masuaku. Just grabbing the shirt of Arthur Masuaku there, and the ball does drift out of play. Perpion just going for the back heel there. Masuaku read it. So here comes another wave of West Ham aggression. Ashby trying to skip past Todd Miller, just forced back by Miller. Packham, infield to Malumbi. Bit of time and space now for Perpion. First touch out of his feet and forward. Talage is just inside of him. Just tries to knock it past Masuaku, but again, telegraphed Now Chester's. Suaki, former Congo international. Turns just looking around and asking for options. He's able to slot a ball through to Dicker. Now on the right, it's with Perpion. Deep cross that one. Miller was the one flying in. Full the way of Leonard. Just looking to drop the shoulder. Turn in field of Baptiste. Good tussle that over on the far side. And Leonard is, well, you can see the frustration. Just hasn't clicked in the opening 36 minutes or so here. And quite simply for the Seagulls, it's whenever they've decided to try and match West Ham's tempo is when things have started to happen. Just passing in triangles, the one-touch stuff just opens up space in other areas of the pitch. Haven't seen enough of it, unfortunately, in this first half. Again, Packham just waiting for the right outlet. He's able to find something through Todd Miller. Able to win the free kick. Leonard, good knockout right to Nielsen. First time from Tsungi. Tolage will get there. Can Perpion get there ahead of Masuaku? Now then, good position for this free kick. He's kept plugging away there on this near side as Can Perpion. Can the Albion produce something special? Take something special to match the finish of Odubeko. Molumby. Leonard was there at the back post. Packham will just let that one roll out. Well, he ought not to have, though, because it's a West Ham throw-in. So again, any of the Seagulls' pressure fizzles out, although Leonard looking to inspire his teammates. Intricate play there from the Albion. Tolage able to find Nielsen. Will he be able to make the room for a shot maybe? Able to get to the byline. A couple of West Ham players around him, nipping at his heels. And it means that Okoflex can just check inside. It's better from the Albion. A few more blue and white shirts just trying to converge around the West Ham defenders as they look to make it clear. Oh, and here's Tolage, but Perpion just late there on a Pia Thorson.
Let's go, Keats. Is that what you're on, mate? Let's go. Keats, let's go, bud. Let's go. He's facing that way. Leave. Yes, sir. Let's go, yeah. Yes, let's go, Keats. Thank you. Let's move. Inside. Take the ball. Ready. Take the ball. Referee. No, we can.
Ashby gets there ahead of Miller. And then Chesters goes over to help out. Miller brings down Daniel Chesters, so free kick on the far side. Chesters in a hurry, but thinks better of it. Well, it's been a one-sided 41 minutes so far, but Andrew Crofts will certainly be aware that the Albion are far from out of this one. He'll be keen to get his players in for half-time, especially without conceding another. So this is Masuaku, who's moved over to the right side to take that one. Now Okaflex. Albion doing his defensive work again, teaming up with Nielsen. Quick feet there from Baptiste. Switching over to the left and firing himself forward. Work that from Gary Dicker. Now, bit of space here for Talage. Head down. Moving forward, Perpion again. Just needed to settle himself there. All looking for the return ball. Good play again though from Talage. Now Sungi. Strong challenge in, and he's still going here. Antef Sungi. That's a decent looking ball as well. Back to goal is Talage. Making the run is Malumbi. Might fall to Leonard. Oh, and it's a fumble from Hagi. Perpion. Okaflex is there, but look at Sungi. That's what Seagulls fans and Andrew Crofts will want to see more of in the second half. Great determination from the Belgian. And here he is again. He just is refusing to head back. Not the worst ball in the world, but an easy enough claim for Christian Hagi. And that's something to cling on to for the Albion. Sungi just decided to step forward, make something happen. Nielsen eventually with the throw into Talage. Leonard, who's looked better as the half has gone on, allows Perpion now. Dicker. Well, strong finish to this first half with just over 90 seconds to go, plus any added on time. Turns with the header. Just bouncing in front of Miller and wasn't able to bring the ball onto the deck. Packham smashes it into Ashby, out for the throw. This is Talage, who's had another good first half. He was substituted after the first half against Derby on Monday. He's given a good account of himself again as the lone target man. Okaflex trying to help it on, just scooping it under. Sungi and Nielsen combine this time to win it back. And now a chance for Malumbi to turn again and just drive down the centre. Miller is the outlet on the left. Malumbi just hang fire as another option, but here comes Miller. Into the area he goes, striking at goal, parried away by Hagi. Back to goal is Masuaku, needs to clear. And another decent effort with just a few seconds to go of this first half. So the Seagulls making a decent fist of it in the closing exchanges of this first half. They need to be careful here. Here's the lively Okaflex. Just shrugged away from it by Nielsen. Ball does come in though. Back to goal is Mulumby. And over to Miller. Well, that does bring us to the end of the first half. And I think on the balance of play, West Ham probably deserved their lead. Certainly the quality of the strike. It was a fabulous effort from Ademipo Odebeko. Caught it flush on the volley. McGill didn't really stand a chance. Well, the Seagulls did slowly grow back into it. Decent chance there from Leonard and Miller with just under 5 minutes to go. But at half-time, it's Brighton under 23s 0, West Ham 1.
to sleep, Jake. Huh? I said just put it to sleep.
You've got to literally think how you're hitting the ball vertically down.
Don't go because you get out of situation. Go like, if you go long, don't just go long. Don't want to go long. Yeah. Look at that.
Come on, lads, come on.
Well, welcome back for this second half. The Seagulls under 23s trailing West Ham United by a goal to nil in this their second outing of the 21-22 season. Both sides this evening with 100% records to keep up. As it stands, West Ham would go clear this evening on 6 points. Elsewhere this evening, Man City are at home to Blackburn, currently goalless. And this will make you feel a little bit better as we go into the second half. PL2 Div 1 New Boys Crystal Palace are losing to Arsenal 3-1 as we see Evan Ferguson introduced.
What we're doing, coach, you're having the balls round.
So he was brought on Monday at half-time. Evan Ferguson got the Albion second to put the game beyond doubt, although must be said there are a couple of really smart stops from Tom McGill at the end on Monday evening. And in fact, it's exactly the same swap as Monday evening. So Laurent Hollage, after he missed his penalty on Monday night, subbed off at half-time. And he makes way for 16-year-old Evan Ferguson. And just to remind you, if you're just joining us there, that man in on the action, or close to it, Odubeko, with the cleanest of strikes to give West Ham the lead on 17 minutes. Here he is again, Odubeko, early on in this second 45. Dick are able to read that one, but the intensity from West Ham this evening has been spot on, as we see a rare foray forward from Todd Miller. He had a decent chance towards the end of the first half, couple of step overs, his shot is deflected and it will fall to Okaflex. Leonard just backtracking, he too had a decent effort. And no doubt the orders at half-time will have been just to increase the tempo, do things a little bit earlier, not allow West Ham in so easily to dictate the play. We certainly haven't seen the best of Todd Miller. You can see he's been placed in a slightly further advanced forward position on the left-hand side. He was forced into mainly defensive work. The former Colchester United man became the U's youngest ever first-team player with his debut at 16 years and 166 days old. But he's going to be needed defensively again here just for the moment, as Gary Dicker is the one stepping in. Falls to Rosa and comfortable enough after the deflection for Tom McGill.
Ready? On the cover. On the screen. On the screen.
One side, me, one side. Yeah, Tom.
On the screen.
Go on then, go on,
Screen.
squeeze him now. Make back, squeeze him as he comes
Go
forward.
on. Keep him there, keep him there.
McGill goes long. Underneath it was Ashby. And the return header is from Packham. Now here's Ferguson. Making the run just ahead of him was Perpion. Instead, the Seagulls switch it left again to Miller. Just tries to bend one over towards Ferguson at the back post. It was from a similar kind of area that he scored on Monday night, Evan Ferguson. And also similarly to Monday night, I think it's fair to say Laurent Allage not done too much wrong, but obviously as a lone target man, a lot of running and chasing down involved. So Ferguson brings the fresh legs, same amount of presence. See him there towering over most of the West Ham players. And towards turns flicked on. And that will be a goal kick. Well, you can hear what the Albion players think of it. They're demanding that it was a corner kick, but protests don't last too long. Smart control that from Harrison Ashby. Sliding in though is Perpion. Now Malumbi with intent over to Miller, left corner of the area. Again, just facing up Ashby. And then just hanging it up towards the back post, but far too close to Hagee in the West Ham goal. But it is a bit better from Miller. We saw a little bit of his potential towards the end of the first half and early on in this second half looking good. Now here's Perpion. Oh, and he's got away from Masuaku, but second time of asking. Masuaku just shepherds it away from the Aussie. Ashby infield now to Potts. Just trying to pick out Daniel Chesters. This is a much better start to the second half though for the Albion. Just trying to stop West Ham in their tracks, and then when they've got possession, just trying to get on the front foot that little bit earlier on here, Andrew Croft's side. I think Adrian Quelch just giving Todd Miller his last warning. I think the next one, Todd Miller will be going in the book. Tsungi looking to step out, but he's giving it away. Sliding in his dicker. Does get all of the ball, I think, there. Now Okaflex. Danger not clear just yet for the Seagulls. Odubeko deflected. That will go out for the corner. Well, it was the right idea from Tsungi, but just allows in Odubeko. It's almost a blue and white shield of Albion players there. Ashby makes himself available for the short ball, but just dismissed. In it goes, low ball in towards the front post. Quickly down low to his left again. I think that's a crucial save there from Tom McGill. We were almost all caught napping. Not Tom McGill though. Decent save down to his left. West Ham will try to keep the Seagulls penned in again. Now it's the skipper who stayed up. Elise again, blocked this time from turns. And then it's with Rosa and wide, so. The Albion again just looking to get through this patch and weather the storm as Ed Turn struggles to make it to his feet, and this doesn't look great for the 18-year-old. Doesn't tend to go down easily, Ed turns. Well, he's made the step up from under-18s really well. 11 under-18 Premier League appearances last season, but also 13 Premier League 2 appearances, and that included Player of the Month nomination for March. So Turns looking to solidify his centre-back pairing with Antef Tsungi in your picture there, in the expense of Lars Dendoncker. Well, it does look as though Turns will be able to continue, just ordered away before we can return to the pitch. The natural substitution, should it be needed, would be that of Adela Fire. He was another substitute used to bolster and reinforce the defences on Monday evening when the Albion went down to 10 men with the 2-goal lead, able to hold on to the clean sheet. Not able to this evening though. Packham able to get something on it, but not quite the accuracy that McGill was hoping for. And this time it's Potts who puts it out of play. So just a few more errors creeping in from the visitors as well. Seagulls just really need to pounce on that and make the Hammers pay. Meanwhile, Oderbecko is lurking again. McGill with a thumped clearance, decent connection on it up to halfway. Here is Rosa. Decent first touch that from Packham. Same can't be said of Ferguson. Better one-touch stuff there. Just need to combine it with the right time, not overdoing it, the Seagulls, when they've got the time to take the touch. Just need to do that, so need to pick the right times to try and find the space with the quick passing and then just slow it down when they need to as well. The game definitely slightly opening up that little bit more in this second half. Both teams giving in everything, and here's Masuaku, gets it back from Okaflex. Okaflex shirt was just shrugged back there by Gary Dicker. And this could be the first yellow of the evening. Well, Adrian Quelch wants to have a word with a few players here. So Adrian Quelch just looking to calm down proceedings slightly, just take the fizz out of this one slightly, a few challenges being thrown in. And to restore order, and at the end of it all, it's this West Ham free kick. Another good looking position, this one, to maybe be swung in. McGill able to claim. You could hear the loud cry of keepers there. And easy enough for Tom McGill, former Basingstoke Town. And Crawley, Loney. Good drive forward this from Leonard. Now able to move in field. Good play that from the former Hearts man. Malumbi now completes a switch over to the right side. Underneath it is Nielsen. Just as they start to look threatening, the Albion. Pocket is picked and back with West Ham. Offside flag does go up on this near side though. So approaching the hour mark, just joining us still. It's Odebeko's goal that separates the sides on 17 minutes. And if you are just joining us, you missed an absolute screamer on the volley. Picked it out of the sky superbly. As we approach the hour mark, the longer this game drags on, the more the Seagulls will feel they can nick something from it. You'd imagine West Ham at some stage would drop that a little bit further deeper to preserve all 3 points if there's not another goal in the next few moments or so. And now, space ahead of Nielsen. Able to open up the legs and stride out. Perpion's there. He's been a bit quieter in this second half. But he has been able to win his side a corner. So, can the Seagulls make the most of the set piece? Played short. In it goes from Perpion. Low ball in, and out for another Seagulls corner. So just a bit more pressure mounts on the West Ham defence. Take two for the Albion. Flicked on, and at the back Stoke is Ed turns, and it's gone in through the legs of Hagee. Helped on its way across to Ed turns. Well, you could see how much he's up for it. Certainly close range, knew he just needed to get something on it, prods it under the legs of Christian Hagee, and the Albion back on level terms. Well, you just felt as though maybe the tide was starting to turn. A couple of corners in quick succession. West Ham don't clear. And at the back post, Turns does everything he can just to get something on it. And it's enough to bobble past Hagee in the West Ham United goal. Brighton 1, West Ham 1. So how do both teams react to that? West Ham, who've, to their credit, looked lively all evening. Seagulls dragged themselves back into this one now.
Let's go, man. Fella, keep going back when you get it. Go back in with him. Back in with the ref, please. Thank you.
Thank you.
Don't let that easy.
Not easy.
Yeah, good, stay that side. Stay that side.
Inside.
Hey! Get on with it. Harrison, let's go.
Let's go, Sue, come on.
Ready.
Harrison Ashby just asking, where are my options? And in the end, well, this is going to be a yellow for Ashby.
It's not your throw, Harrison. Harrison, it's your throw.
You do feel for Harrison Ashby there. None of his teammates really were offering themselves up for an option from the throat.
Yes, go for it.
Yes, come around.
Come on. Hold the knee.
Fuck off, you can't.
Yes.
Harrison, get down, please. Remember, you're on the yellow now.
11, keep coming. 11, do 11.
Well, Ashby's been very much involved in part of the action on this near side. Booked for taking his time on the throw. Able to take the throw at the second time of asking.
You measured that.
And now he's taking the free kick. Not a bad delivery. But again, McGill with no one really around him, able to gobble that one up. Misplaced pass from the goal scorer. Good defending again from Packham, and then volleyed clear by Miller. Elise threads it down the centre to Odubeko. Charging in there as Turns with the tackle, and now Malumbi's away. Overlapping is Perpion. Dicker first time. Well, he's looking for Miller. Will make its way over to him. And now Leonard. Good stop from Hagee. Second kind of chance he's had in that kind of area, Leonard. Gets everything behind it, just a bit too close to Hagee in the West Ham goal. Nonetheless, a great opportunity for the Albion to turn this one on its head. Now it's West Ham looking to regain the lead. The game come to life just after the hour mark.
Keep it. We work it. We work it. We work it. Ready? Come on. Yes, Jamal. Keep time. We've got to work the ball. Got to work the ball.
Forson just going this way and that, allowing Ashby again. Now Baptiste.
Yes, Harrison, inside. Come on. The 11. The 11. Go on. The 11.
Now Odubeko trying to wriggle his way out of trouble. Just a few too many blue and white shirts around him there. Well, this is more assured passing at the back from the Albion. Just that bit slicker, keeping it on the deck. At least the right amount of pace, better accuracy, and then it just means the space can be created up top. On that occasion, just straying offside, Evan Ferguson. So it's the end of Keenan Appiah-Forson's evening. And he is replaced by Thierry Nevers, the 19-year-old who scored the 6th against Arsenal on Monday. Signed from Reading earlier in the summer and got his PL2 career off to a flyer on the opening day.
If it's your side, you can't get back on the ball, you can't go and let your ball back out. Yeah? Just think about when you can go. Moving it, Jam! Moving it, Jam! Moving it, Jam! Yes! 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 Ah!
Well, you can hear the frustration from Ashby on this near side. He knew they'd done the hard work there. His teammates are just closing down the Seagulls defenders. Couldn't quite keep it in, so throw-in for the Albion. But far from clear, it's Packham with the throw-in. Into Malumbi, dropping deep. Decent ball round the corner, over to Nielsen. Now Leonard helping it on its way to Perpion. Maybe just got the better of Masiwaku. And now here's Ferguson. Great challenge coming in there from Baptiste. Just as he pulled the trigger. Expertly timed tackle that from Jamal Baptiste. Both Baptiste and the skipper Elise have looked really good when called upon this evening. Baptiste joined West Ham at the age of 14. as a schoolboy, progressed through the under-18s, going on to make his under-23 debut a couple of seasons ago. And just after that under-23 debut, he made his England under-17 debut. Does also have a senior app to his name, appearance I should say. He was in the FA Cup against Doncaster back in January. Seagulls sticking to their task nicely though. Just winning a few more of those headers. More confident challenges at the back. Sungi needs to be careful there though. Back to McGill. But he's keeping a bit of trouble there, Sungi, but Turns was able to find Packham. Back to the goal scorer it goes. Only as far away as Baptiste pressing forward. Leonard able just to sweep things up, only temporarily though. Both teams just guilty of giving away possession. Nice play that from Ashby, who hits it into Miller. Well, got a little bit more feisty in the last 10 or 15 minutes. Fuse definitely been lit. There's another challenge from Turns. Just means that West Ham can't complete the clearance. So just over 21 minutes to go, plus any added on time. Brighton 1, West Ham 1. In for a decent finish here. Turns gets something on it. Helped on by Packham, not sure how much he knew about it, but here's Leonard. Well, that's a decent ball in for Miller. Gets the low ball across, flashes across the 6-yard box. And the penalty has been given. Excellent work from Miller on this near side. Challenge comes in. And Adrian Quelch points to the spot. Well, it won't be Laurent Talage. He was substituted at half-time. So the responsibility falls to 16-year-old Evan Ferguson. Can he make it 2-2? Yes, he can. Thumps it into the roof of the net. Hagee, absolutely no chance. He got everything behind that Ferguson. He's up and running with his second of the season. And the Seagulls have turned this game on its head. Brighton leading 2-1. And can they hang on for the final 20 minutes? Well, it's been a much improved second half from the Albion. Just being able to up the tempo, intensity. Challenges have been coming in, well timed. And Evan Ferguson putting that beyond any doubt and into the roof of the net. Well, we've seen what the Hammers are capable, so this is going to feel like a very long 19 minutes for the Seagulls. You can hear the cries to stay focused, but that's given away early to Leonard. Hurdles the challenge. West Ham are able to find a way back to Hagee. But the visitors at 6s and 7s just now, a little bit stunned after that Brighton goal. We saw how the Seagulls are able to just dig in when they have to and manage the game professionally on Monday night. They did have a 2-goal advantage that night. Nonetheless, they're applying themselves really well, and we've seen a bit more of this man in the second half. Miller, another good looking ball in, and it's fallen now to Leonard. Oh, that's a lovely finish. Drops the shoulder, sidesteps the sliding challenge, and all of a sudden, the Seagulls are 3-1 up. Leonard gets off the mark for the season. The important part is as the sliding challenge comes in, just shows that bit of composure, sells the sliding challenge, and then able to side foot home. And for being a goal down, the Seagulls now look in total control. Brighton 3, West Ham 1. Well, it'll be really interesting to see how West Ham respond to this. They've dominated large swathes of this game this evening, took the lead through that sensational volley from Odubeku on 17 minutes, but that really does feel like an age ago now. Here's Nevet just struggling to get his back to his feet. Will be a West Ham corner. Away as far as Ferguson. Oh, that's a decent touch just to get the ball out of his feet. He can continue to burst forward. He's found Miller. This for 4. Great save from Hagee. Well, the Seagulls almost out of sight from absolutely nowhere. Well, the Seagulls took their time to grow into this one, but they've done just that. And that man's been called upon a lot more as the evenings wore on. Well, the back post turns was there. Will it fall to Packham? No, it's Dicker. Another save from Hagee. Danger not clear yet. Mulumbi sends it back in. Cleared away as far as Nevet. Now Okaflex. We haven't said his name too much in this second half. Sliding in is Leonard. Maybe a bit exuberant there. Well, the way this game's going, the Seagulls know West Ham able to get one back. They'll be sweating in this final 14 minutes or so. Cleared by Nilsson. Now Perpion. Just evades Miller, but Packham will be able to keep the ball in play. Option back is Sungi. Sliding in again is Bernardo Rosa. Oh, this is a tasty affair, but look at the Albion flood forward. Options to Ferguson's left. Miller is the obvious one. Eventually does find Miller. Can he make it 4? Just over. Well, this could be 5-1. As it is, the scoreline remains Brighton 3, West Ham 1. But every time the Seagulls break, especially down the left, the Seagulls do look to pack a punch. Oh, and it's given away again. Now Malumbi. Potts saves his blushes there. And now West Ham can break beyond stretch this one. Feel of a basketball game. 13 minutes plus added on time to go. Sungi sprays it out right. Nielsen continues his run. Stepping in was Perpion, and then just gets something on that as he slides in. He's had a better second half, and here he is again. Perpion, he'll be looking to add to his tally after scoring on debut, looking for the return ball. Into the grateful hands of Hagee, who probably can't believe what's happened in the last 15 minutes. Thierry Nevet just drawing the foul there.
11, 10, 10, no, we're fine, we're fine. Harrison, let's go.
Well, of everyone at the ground today, I think Andrew Crofts is probably the calmest. Nothing really phases the former Gillingham and Norwich man. Brighton need to be careful here though. Ball towards the substitute. What a sliding challenge that is. From the score of the Albion's first, Ed Turns. Well, that looked a certain goal, but for the intervention of Ed Turns. McGill was beaten. And you can see there, just as he gets the acclaim from his teammates, they know how important that block was. It was rolling into the bottom left-hand corner. And it stays Brighton 3, West Ham 1. Turns with the clearance again. Well, up for debate, man of the match this evening. Leonard's got to be a contender. Turns has got to be a contender, both on the score sheet too. Under pressure again, but McGill also looking measured. So measured on the far side. Nielsen able to keep it in, but not hold a possession. Sungi back to McGill. Knew he needed to get that right first time. So 10 minutes to play. The Albion familiar with this 2-goal advantage already this season. And with a man disadvantage on Monday night after this period. Oh, how about that? Game on now. Thierry Neves with his second of the season. He made an impact in the Arsenal game on Monday evening. And he has leathered that past Tom McGill. Really didn't have any chance. And the seesaw tips the other way.
We're doing a change, relax, we're doing a change.
So Marcus Highfield is going to get a run out here at the expense of Todd Miller. Highfield, another member of the successful under-17 Premier League Cup side from last season. Started his career with Swindon Academy before he made his move to Brighton in January of last year. Will he be able to restore the Seagulls' 2-goal lead here? Leonard, who's just popping up everywhere, trying to find Perpion. Sliding in is the skipper, can't prevent the corner. Played short to Perpion. Up at the back post is Ferguson. Ifield's there, just wide. Well, it was a snapshot He's only been on the pitch a matter of seconds. It just fell his way, narrowly wide of Hage's bottom left corner. Another change for West Ham here. Amadou Diallo is coming on to replace Freddie Potts. Turns into Ifill. Can he get clear of Ashby? Yes, he can, and clear of Baptiste. Lays it off now for Leonard. Oh, it's 4-2. How about that? Another cool, calm and collected finish from the Scotsman. Shows the composure on the edge of the area once again. And a hugely accomplished finish to roll it past Hage down to his left. Albion 4, West Ham 2.
Marcus, well done you! Do the other side now! Fucking rat! Win! Compete, yeah? Let's go! What we got again? Focus!
Get the ball back.
Marcus, same again, he won't be able to fucking live with you. Oh, no.
Well, it seems impossible to think that at half-time it was West Ham 1, Brighton 0. With the clock on 83 minutes, it's Brighton 4, West Ham 2. There goes Nevers again. The goal scorer just moments ago, but it's been cancelled out by Leonard's second of the evening, second of the season. Another warning shot. Chester's in there, I think, nodding that one over. Delivery is a good one. Gets his head to it, maybe off balance. And now there's a few more tired legs from West Ham, maybe paying the price for that rapid start in the first half. Oh, and Adrian Quelch just gets in the way there, so I think this will be a drop ball. Here's Ashby, decent first touch. Rebounds off turns. He's thrown everything at it tonight, Ed Turns. Hit him in the shoulder, the chest, the head, the thigh, everywhere.
Evan, your ball. On the second.
Here we go, Ev.
In front of him, Pam. In front of him.
Second straight.
Big ball. Up, Sam.
Turns back home to McGill. Oh, the Seagulls now. No, they don't need to do anything silly at all with the 2-goal advantage. Here is Ferguson. He got the Albion's second of the evening, his second of the season too. Over there is Amadou Diallo. Back it goes to Perpion. Now the Seagulls turn to attack once more. Leonard. Operating in triangles now, the Seagulls move it over to the left side. Good first time touch from Packham back to Turns. Crossfield ball. Hunting out Perpion. Ashby. Further forward of him is Chesters. Good defending from Marcus Ifill. So 3 minutes for the Seagulls to see out. Flick on is from Turns. Sliding in once again, the second time of asking. That's Malumbi on the edge of the area who was making the challenge, not Turns, and he's feeling the effects of it, Jason Malumbi. Well, a chance for the Albion to take on some fluids, but more importantly, a chance to wind down the clock with a little over a minute remaining of the 90.
Marcus, good energy.
Just time for another change as Jack Hinchy is going to come on to replace Jason Malumbi. We saw him feeling the effects of that sliding challenge on the edge of his own area, so
Evan, win it, Marcus seconds.
Second ball. Yes, Mark.
Jakey, 5 or 6. Jakey, 5
Yes,
or 6.
Hinchy,
Hinchy, win the
yes,
fucking ball. Win the fucking ball.
Hinch,
Make a difference, yeah, make a difference. That's fine. Make sure you stay back. I'll go forward. Inside.
Second ball, Hinchy, come up.
Big kick, big kick. Love it, Tom. Second. Nice save. Good you, Robbie, come. Go on, go on, go on. Come on it.
Ferguson, can he add to his tally? Just brought down there by Baptiste. Well, he doesn't agree with it. I think that's for dissent as much as the foul from Baptiste. Did look to bring down Ferguson.
Kasper, watch that one. He can't get out.
So into added on time then. Leonard from nowhere is on a hat-trick.
Not listen! Evan, we're not listen!
Fancies this one, Leonard. Just leaning back slightly. Unable to get the dip on it he wanted. Doesn't take away from an excellent performance. A brace for him tonight.
Win this fucking header! Go on in, you're big! Big Dixie! Good lad!
Dicker unopposed with the header back towards Ferguson. Hoisted clear by Lacey. Brighton free kick, could work that from Nielsen. And barring a miraculous turnaround from West Ham, the Seagulls go top with 2 games played. Can't help ourselves but have a look at the league table, even with 2 games played. But Andrew Crofts will be thrilled. Score stays the same, 100% record. 2-0 on Monday night, 4-2 here as it stands.
Let's go, play early. Yes, Bernardo. Dixie. One left. Yes, Bernardo. Yes, Jack. One down. Get it out. Go win them. Stay in the game, man. Jump in, man. Watch out. Good lad, Tom. 20, Cam.
Anything now for West Ham would be purely a consolation. 2-goal lead for the Seagulls. Just counting down the clock now in the dying exchanges of this one. Frustration starting to boil over ever so slightly for the Hammers. They'll be wondering how they've managed to concede 4 goals in the space of 23 minutes. Leonard in with the challenge there. He's been exemplary this evening. Skipper on Monday, armband given to Antef Tsungi this evening. He's had a decent game himself. Ashby getting away from the aforementioned Leonard, just bundling into Harrison Ashby. That's a booking for Eiffel or for Thierry Nevert. Either way, we're in the last knockings here. Turns can bring it out. Ferguson's making the run. Will the Seagulls make it 5? Is their time? Eiffel puts on the afterburners. Ashby it is that's able to step in. Back it goes from Turns. Slightly miscued clearance from McGill, but it won't matter.
Take it! Let's go! Fight Marcus! Right shoulder. Yes, Marcus on front. Front Marcus. In the box, can you get your feet through the box? Goes to throw you out. No crosses, catch the TT. Good. Go on!
Seagulls just working impact to close this one out, and I feel able to run away with it. But Adrian Quelch brings the end to a Friday night treat for you in Lancing. The Seagulls, top of the table, 4-2 winners this evening. Seems like an absolute age ago that Odubeko got us underway with that superb volley in the 17th minute. And then a passage of play which included 5 goals, 4 from the Albion, Turns on the hour to bring it level. Ferguson from the spot made it 2-1. Leonard extended the lead to 3-1 on 72 minutes. One brought back by Thierry Nevert to make it 3-2. And then finally, Leonard put the icing on the cake to send Albion top. And it's finished here. Brighton 4, West Ham 2.
Fucking love that, lads. Well done. Well done.